So Helldivers 2 is still dominating the gaming industry market, and it is basically the new king right now that's sitting on the throne for modern gaming, and everyone's enjoying it, and everyone's having a great time playing it. And of course, with all these games, there comes with some controversy, and that controversy is going to be about friendly fire in Helldivers 2. So there has been a lot of controversy surrounding friendly fire in Helldivers 2, and there's been a lot of complaining about friendly fire, and people are saying that it should be removed from the game because it either makes the game too hard and too difficult, or it's just annoying and people are just intentionally trolling one or another, and people are wishing that it was not in the game at all. So, here today, I'm here to give you my honest thoughts and opinions on what I think about friendly fire being in the game. So, should friendly fire be removed from Helldivers 2 at all? I mean, we've been getting a lot of challenges added to the game lately, whether it being the developers secretly adding a new enemy type to throw everybody off guard, or we get a new mission that is a bit difficult for us to do on the higher difficulties, and we have to bring some friends along to help us out. Now, of course, with these missions and everything, and whether you're playing with friends or with random people, there always comes the risk of friendly fire coming into to play because you have to be careful of where you aim and everything, because if you throw an ordnance down and try to get yourself a heavy weapon or like a supply pack to fill your teammates, or you try to call in a jetpack, one of your teammates could walk under that ordnance and get themselves crushed by accident. Or if you see a massive swarm of enemies and you throw a orbital airstrike down, your teammates could accidentally or intentionally walk into it and get themselves killed because they were caught in the crossfire. And of course, if you kill your teammates too many times, whether it be intentional or by accident, then the mission's pretty much over and then everyone has to evacuate. So, friendly fire, it can be annoying to deal with, but realistically speaking, it adds challenge to the game because if there was no friendly fire involved, then that would take out so much challenge in the first place, and that would destroy a good chunk of challenge in the game. So you have to pick your shots very carefully. It's not like Call of Duty where you can just snap aim to certain enemies and just kill on sight. No, you have to actually align your shots in this game and pick your shots carefully. So if a teammate runs in front of you, you actually can hold your fire for a brief moment, or if you're in the middle of shooting but your crosshairs aren't aligned with your teammate, you can let go of the trigger and give them like a moment to breathe and get away from danger. Once your teammate gets out of your line of fire, that's when you can let the bullets start flying and help them out. Or if your teammate is running away from a massive swarm of enemies and you have an airstrike or an orbital barrage ready to go, wait for them to get out of the line of fire, and that's when you throw down your airstrike or orbital barrage and save your teammate. Now, some of you folks in the comments section might try to tell me, but Nightwing, I don't really play with my friends that much because they're not available. I mostly play with random people, and the friendly fire is just so annoying because my teammates don't know what the hell they're doing. So you probably don't know what it's really like to deal with friendly fire all the time. Well, I hate to break it to you, but yeah, I do know what it's like to deal with friendly fire all the time because the group of friends that I play the game with, we commit so much friendly fire incidents so much. I mean, it's gotten to a point where it's just a normal thing for all of us. Because if we get caught in the crossfire when someone calls in an airstrike, oops, that's on us. With friendly fire, there can be some very hilarious moments in the game too. Especially because there's so many memes about friendly fire in the game. I saw somewhere online where there was like some funny clip where someone was trying to talk about, well, what if the automatons and Terminants aren't really the bad guys here? And then everyone, the whole squad, turned on that one guy, and they just unleashed a barrage of bullets on that one guy. And he's like, he's a traitor, he's an automaton, we gotta put him down. And then everyone just killed him without hesitation, which is hilarious. And of course, to make matters even funnier, last night I was actually playing with some friends on Helldivers 2, and I saw one of my teammates shoot one of my other teammates for being a dingus. And what I did was I killed one of my friends that killed one of our other friends, and I even brought up the point of, oh, great. Well, this guy's an automaton. We gotta put him down. He's a threat to our democracy. If it wasn't for friendly fire, we wouldn't have so many funny moments in the game today. And of course, it does add a bit of challenge to the game as well. But on one hand, I can understand why friendly fire can be annoying if you're playing with like a bunch of random people on the internet. I mean, yeah, it can be annoying to an extent. I can understand why. But if you're playing with a group of friends that know what they're doing, then yeah, you'll have a better chance of surviving these missions and everything. So, does friendly fire need to be removed from Helldivers 2? Absolutely not. Friendly fire does not need to be removed from Helldivers 2 because if the game removes friendly fire, that would just take away so much challenge from the game, and it would take away a good chunk of fun from the game as well. So, having friendly fire in this game, adding that difficulty spike depending on certain missions can be challenging, but also fun as well. And also, you can get some very hilarious moments from the game too. If you see one of your teammates going rogue and killing other teammates, then put him down. He's a threat to our democracy. Or if you see one of your teammates just keep running into your line of fire on purpose, just don't shoot. What you can do is punch them and knock the bejesus out of them. Just be like, hey, I'm knocking some sense into you. We gotta work as a team here, damn it! Friendly Fire has a purpose in this game for a reason because it's trying to tell people, hey, we're working together here, so we need to be careful. So we gotta work together as best as we can, and we gotta coordinate with our teammates and everything. If we don't coordinate or we don't communicate with our teammates, then that's going to be a big problem for a lot of us. So, communication is key in this game, especially if we're doing some of the harder missions on the higher difficulties and everything. So, no, we do not need to remove friendly fire. All we need to do is just be extra careful. That's literally all it comes down to, is just being extra careful when playing this game. So, with this being said, thank you everyone for watching and for listening. And until next time, I'm talking about the friendly fire controversy for Helldivers 2, and I'll see you all later.